Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements, overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
And that gets things running. And the pass is intercepted. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter, being the kind of...
He's tried one! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Haaland is offering a wry smile there.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And it's Neymar. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Valverde! Valverde! They want to be quick to recover this. And he's picked it up out wide. That is lovely. Memphis, he's got the shot away! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And that has been cleared. And now they can spring out of defence. Rudiger. Cruzeiro finding their passes.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Up he goes! Goal! Cruzeiro! That's no fluke, it's what he was there for.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Madrid are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Van Dijk. It's Pedri. Son Heung-min. Mbappe. He's got away. And the shot! They've done it! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
That was a given. It always was.
Well, he makes finishing look like a matter of fact. Why take extra touches?
Madrid grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Xavi Alonso. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Great work on the overlap. Keeper's dealt with that. Messi. Alexander-Arnold. Mbappe. Works it forward. Pass is just off target.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Estupinian. Estupinian got a long way forward to join the attack. Messi. He's free, he shapes to shoot! And he's taking no chances there. Well, they can break here. And it's Memphis Depay. Estupinian. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Neymar. Haaland. And the ball is out of play. Alexander-Arnold. Half an hour played now. And he's forced to go back. For Valverde. Hernandez. Son Heung-min. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Well read, and the danger is averted. And he's there to get it away. Van Dijk. Pedri. And Hernandez. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
He's away! He's had a hit! Goal! Cruzeiro! And again they hit the front. What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Cruzeiro go into the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
He is through here. Valverde. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen? Oh, shooting chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. That's a half-decent try. Cruzeiro have the chance to go the other way. Xavi Alonso. Haaland is in a really good position out wide. Pedri. Valverde. Played back in.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Neymar fiddles it through. Haaland, and he's managed to get free. Ribery. It remains right on edge. Things still very much in the mix in what is shaping up to be a super contest. 2-1 the score at the break, and every indication more. Rich in this first half.
Well, it remains very delicately poised, and based on the promise we've seen through the first 45 minutes, I wouldn't be surprised if this takes another twist or two. It certainly would be in keeping.
Here we go again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Alexander-Arnold. Oh, well played. He got back really well. Ribery, well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's a decent clearance. Looking here to chip it through. Cruzeiro are looking to go forward now. Cruzeiro trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. And he's being shifted off it. Rabiot. And it's Neymar. Haaland. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. And that has left him in a heap. Madrid really looking to get back into this at the start of the second half. He's picked his way through. And the finish! Oh, he's been caught on it here. Pedri, and one more try! Pavard can get it clear. Oh, there's a probing ball. Can he spark a counter here? Estupinian. Memphis Depay. Nicely aimed pass. Pedri. That's a lovely, neat pass. Hernandez. Son Heung-min. And the shot! And Neuer pulls off a sensational save!
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Son Heung-min going full steam ahead down the left flank. And he's there to clear it. He is just caressing the ball. And here's Messi. Oh, that's neat. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Plays a sharp little ball here. Messi. Alexander-Arnold. Mbappe. Lobbed in behind. Son Heung-min. Valverde. Oh, nice touch. Cleared without hesitation. It's a good run down the right. Rudiger. For Xavi Alonso. Valverde. And it's Memphis Depay.
Cruzeiro clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Rudiger with the clearance. He's going for goal! And the lead stays intact, just.
It looked like he got a bit anxious there when the pressure was on.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 15.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
El dorsal 7 serán sustituidos por el dorsal 18, el dorsal 21. Cambio de jugadores.
He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, they're certainly getting much tighter to him now. At least the message was received.
Xavi Alonso. Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Mbappe.
Oh, it's die-hard defence and the willingness to put his body on the line. Very impressive.
The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
And it's in! They have stolen level at the last!
¡Gol! Marcó en el minuto 86 el dorsal 13.
Madrid making another change here. So, time for a potential game changer.
Well, it's going to make for a frantic end, Peter. Let's hope he's got enough time to make the impact he wants.
El dorsal 8.
All square again into the dying minutes.
El dorsal 17.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now, the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Estupinian. Alexander-Arnold with a fine tackle. Messi.
This is the time you need that pace.
And here's Neymar. There's the shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Always onto this. Mbappe! Oh, it's in! Late in the day, this could well be it!
Oh, the invitation was received with such a clever run, and he had that defence in utter confusion.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Cruzeiro take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on. And that's that. Madrid were involved in a great game here, unpredictable in so many ways. But in the end, they fell just short. Effort unrewarded. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Look, Peter, a strength in any team has to be at the heart of your defence. And I'm afraid they were found wanting in that department.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
So it's away we go then. Çalhanoğlu. Here's Rodri. Played out to the left flank. That's been cut out, well played. Now it's Messi. Oh, this looks sharp. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Nuno Mendes, nicely aimed pass. Lisandro Martinez producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Pedri. Picked up, and the shot! It's run loose, who's going to get there? He's got away. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Messi.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Mbappe. Now it's Messi. Now it's Ribéry. It's a really well-measured ball. Real chance here. Oh, he's dealt with that well. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Rodri. Alexander-Arnold. And that's a throw-in. Rodri. And it's Messi. And Alexander-Arnold. Pedri. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Martinez. Messi. It's Ribéry. Thinks one through. So nearly the perfect ball. Rodri.
Victoria clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Pedri! And he's really put himself on the line here. Alexander-Arnold goes short. Keeper has taken decisive action. Oh, well played. Çalhanoğlu. And now they can spring out of defence. Valverde is the guilty party there. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. And it's Messi. He's found a way through.
Messi, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match. There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's
Son Heung-min!
well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And he's had it nicked away. Çalhanoğlu. Mbappe. Oh, that's a key interception. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Çalhanoğlu. Messi. Fiddles it through. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. He's shifting through the gears here. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Neuer. Martinez. And here's Mbappe. Messi. Oh, he's found a great chance! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
Now there's the clearance. Ribéry. Now it's Messi. He might be in here! Mbappe charging forward, the ball at his feet. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Messi. Alexander-Arnold. Ribéry. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. And he has been fouled there.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Nuno Mendes. To Çalhanoğlu. And it's Ribéry.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
Ribéry. Ribéry, now it's Messi. Valverde. Bastoni gets it away. Valverde. And the half-time whistle goes. Truth be told, perhaps it's not the game that many anticipated, but there is lots to be seen in it, lots to be taken from it. Plenty for the key figures to mull over, but it remains goalless.
Parabéns aos sócios
And we are up to the break.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained. So I'm looking forward to what's to come.
So they head in no further forward. The score here still 0-0. And the shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he's managed to get free. An uncompromising challenge. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
No, he's missed it!
Oh, Peter, I'm not a great reader of body language, but I didn't like the way he walked up to that.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. What a throw in. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Van Dijk. Martinez. Pedri. Ribery being hunted in packs.
Well, he's a source of potential trouble, so tight marking just has to be done.
Son Heung-min is flagged offside. Pedri crosses, and the shot! In by Messi, he's got full! Crossed in again.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
29.950 espectadores.
That'll be a throw-in. And here's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, it's come loose. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Now it's Mbappe.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now it's Messi. Nuno Mendes. Played into space out wide. Oh, smashing header! Played through for the wide man. Ball's out once more. Puts in a cross. Up he goes! And the keeper couldn't hold it. It's in! And finally he has breathed life into the game. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Vitoria have penetrated for the first time.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
And he has shown him a yellow card. Van Dijk. Your impression so far, Jim?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
And it's Messi. Ribery providing an outlet on that. Big chance! And he hits the net! And with that goal comes comfort! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, it doesn't have to look spectacular. Why complicate simplicity?
Victoria are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Van Dijk gets good distance on it. Now then, the ball's come loose. Messi proving dependable as ever. Another terrific day at the office for him.
Well, having that sort of...
Mbappe! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
He'll be fuming with himself for not converting. He could have killed it off.
And it's been taken short. Climbs up big! And that would have been game, set and match. Alexander-Arnold. Ribery. Messi. It's Pedri. And it's Ribery. Looking to set... Has a goal! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Oh, it's so very disappointing, but they can't dwell on it. They've got to go again. Simple as.
Alexander-Arnold.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd...
And Messi! And more, and more, and more! And the lead is 3! It is surely done!
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
Substituição em campo. Camisa 20.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. Victoria find a position of real strength now. Valverde and the finish! No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Bastoni, the man that is tenacity personified. Van Dijk. And Bastoni. Rodri. 5 minutes to add. Foden. Chesney is there to take. Alexander-Arnold. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Neymar. And that's it. Madrid have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was stunning, scintillating. There was to be only one outcome. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited and deserved to be.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion.
And this is now today.
There is Franck Ribéry, just a smashing player, Jim.
Yeah, and I'm sure we'll see an awful lot of him out on the wing here, Peter. He'll inject an awful lot of energy and pace into this team's attack, but he's also got an eye for a killer ball. That's why he's racked up so many assists at club level.
Yeah, double figures every season is the norm for him. Great numbers.
Yeah, can't argue with stats like that.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Well timed, excellent interception. And he's picked out the run. Son Heung-min. Nkapie attempts a clearance. Madrid with the corner, they're first. That's a decent clearance. Ruben Neves. Great defending, strong and determined. Mbappe. He's tried one!
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
It's a good run down the right. He's got away. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? He might be in here! He's having a go! Oh, that was no routine save!
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Madrid have their second corner now, and it's been taken short. Chooses to go back. And now a sudden chance to counter. Estupinian. He is through here. Very nicely done. Estupinian did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Foden. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. He's picked his way through. Mbappe! And that's caused a worry or two.
Mbappe really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
Foden. And he's managed to get free. That's good play. Hits one! And he's done it! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
After 25 minutes is number 13, Kylian Mbappe.
Madrid are in front now, the game's only goal.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Now he's off and running. That has been cut short. Kimmich. Neymar. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Couldn't squeeze it through. Now it's a real chance! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Corner number 3 coming up. And it's hoisted clear. Ribery going face-to-face with his great rival. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. Oh, he's been caught on it here. He has found the way through. Estupinian. And he lines up a cross. Danger averted for now. It's a pretty loose pass. He shifted it to the flank. He won't be happy with that one. Madrid looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Out towards the flank. Kimmich. And it's Ribery. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Ruben Neves. And now the hit! Oh, split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Added time.
Valverde gets a foot in here. Foden. Driving forward. Oh, that's fabulous. Ribery. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
Just
a back on the first 45 minutes.
Yes, they're behind, but it's a reversible situation. As long as better defensive focus can avoid a second goal on the counter, they know they have the wherewithal to come up with what they need.
Madrid head in, having made the crucial breakthrough, and to that end there is a degree of satisfaction there. The lead by no means decisive yet, but so far so good. 1-0 at the break.
Everyone, please welcome the two sides. Substitutions taking place.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half. Madrid carrying a one-goal lead. He can run onto that. He's found a way through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Kimmich. And here's Foden. Chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Caicedo. Madrid come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Now it's Messi. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Estupinian gets across to intercept that. Neymar. Valverde. Kimmich. Neymar. And that's another good win of the ball. Now it's Mbappe. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. And it's Ribery. It's just beyond his reach. Mbappe! Goal! 2 up and threatening to pull clear.
Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
Madrid are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
987.
That's good pressure, good intensity.
Well, he's profited handsomely already in this match, and at last their sense of danger has brought them to a possible solution.
Mbappe does really well there, he is strong. Mbappe, Ribery, and that could set him on his way. And they can counter here. Mbappe, shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Oh, he's found support out wide. Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Madrid do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Messi.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
And Caicedo. And it's Ribery. Foden. It's a really well-measured ball. Caicedo. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. That is lovely. The ball has bounced loose now. Ribery. And now the breakaway. Oh, this looks sharp. Good spot, he's seen the run. Tries to get it clear. He's shifting through the gears here.
Substitution on the field.
Madrid
Number
get
22,
their fourth corner.
Phil Foden. Number 6, Joshua Kimmich.
And he's there to clear it.
Coming on the field, number 8.
Bayer Leverkusen have the chance to go the other way.
Joe Neves. Substitution in
Oh,
progress.
that's fabulous. Pedri. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Just eases him off the ball. Ribery going face-to-face with his great rival. Neymar in acres of space out wide. Mbappe! Bops him off it and wins back the ball. And that's been drilled in. And he's there to belt it away. Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
In with the challenge. Diving header! Harmlessly behind.
Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either.
Madrid will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Incapuyi. And it's Ribery. Spread it left.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
That has ended up in no man's land. And it's Ribery. Ribery. And he's been shifted off it. And he's away. Mbappe is... Mbappe! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
They've played it short.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And the ball is out of play. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Now this could be a chance. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Hincapié gathers from the goal kick. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Mbappe. He's got the shot away! Close, but time for no more. The whistle has gone. Madrid are enjoying their moments of collective uplift. A win achieved with efficiency. Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Marc-Andre ter Stegen. He's got everything you'd want from a top-level keeper. Great shot stopping, but also a very cool head and a good organiser. What's more, he's very happy to play sweeper-keeper behind that defence, mopping up loose balls before picking a pass and get his team on the front foot again.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. There's the whistle. Pinches it off him. Hernandez. Mbappe. Mbappe had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
Balde picks it up from the goal kick. Pedri stood up well to him there. Balde and Rafinha. Now it's Mbappe. Alexander-Arnold. He's in plenty of space here. There's no flag. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Well, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Koundé did just about enough to come out on top there. It's Son Heung-min! That's a half-decent try.
I don't need to tell you he got underneath it, and there's only one place it can go.
No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Can he latch on to this? And it's Ribéry. Ribéry. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That's gone for a throw-in. Pedri. Rafinha. Ball's out, it'll be a throw-in again. In comes the cross. Up he goes! No, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases your chances of the ball being met like that by someone.
Valverde. Pedri. Koundé. Pedri is onto it in a flash. And it's Ribéry. Alexander-Arnold. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Yamal. Yamal running with the ball. And he's away. Ribéry. Messi. Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold carries the ball down the right. Mbappe! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome. That has been cut short. And he was quick to react. Pedri. Half an hour played now. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Yamal. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Yamal! A chorus of approval here, it's really good play. Up for a header! Oh, split-second reaction.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Ribéry. To Martinez. Valverde. Messi. Driving on and making... There's the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve. And again! Just off target.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Still waiting for the first breakthrough, but not for the want of trying. Yamal. Victor Fort bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Decent progress down the left. Son Heung-min. It's Son Heung-min! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Son Heung-min usually is so good from that range. He didn't quite connect as he can though.
De Jong. Not the most accurate pass. Rafinha in acres of space out wide. He is through here. Big header! And it's a goal!
Well, that's very much changed the complexion. It's also changed mindsets and moods in both teams, and it had to be him.
All over in seconds. That's what they can do to you.
Well, talking about being hit on the break, the ball was in their net before they could even organise their defence. It was fast and furious, and all but unstoppable.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
No, that's been intercepted. Koundé. Balde. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
There's the start of the second half.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
Fermin. Araujo makes the interception. That's a sharp pass. Madrid can breathe again, just.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on.
Has a go! Yes! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten. Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
El dorsal 13.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Mbappe! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Pedri. And Rafinha. No outsmarting him this time. Messi. Oh, he's found support out wide. Chance to finish. Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass. Mission 1 has been accomplished, so why not continue with the same approach?
Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Koundé. Who saw this coming? Madrid are taking this to full distance. Terrific stuff. Pedri. Rafinha. Now it's Ribery. Valverde. And he's had a hit! Fermin. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And there's green grass ahead of him. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
And no, that was never going to make it. Yamal. Rafinha.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, this looks sharp. Rafinha has been caught there, it's a foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
And that's caused a worry or two.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter, certainly the way he's been playing.
And it's Lewandowski. Nicely weighted ball. Hector Fort looking to hit the byline here. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
Now there are plenty in the middle waiting for this. So who's he going to be aiming for here?
Messi. Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Fantastic save, Ter Stegen. That's a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that. Now it's Rafinha, and he's had a hit! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
OK, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
So there's going to be another change here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Now it's Rafinha.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive? Barcelona showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
And here's Rafinha. Pedri.
Rafinha, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
El dorsal 16 será sustituido por el dorsal 6. Cambio de jugadores.
That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Oh, what has happened here? Mbappe! Chance again? No.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
Now it's Messi, and he's had it nicked away. Araujo calmly anticipates.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster. Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Habrá 4 minutos de descuento.
It's one! That's a decent clearance. And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
Some good work on the right flank here. Now it's Rafinha, and he's onside. He has found the way through. Great hit! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 11 será reemplazado por el dorsal 15, Iniesta.
They've played it short. Pedri. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And that's that. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts, highly entertaining until the very end. Well, it is a game which, in the grand scheme of things, may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. And as you can see, we've already started here. And they're not going to make any further progress now. He's having a hit! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Ouattara, and back to the keeper they go. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
He's picked his way through. Now it's Mbappe. It is a corner. Well, there's the clearance. Madrid are looking to go forward now. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Oh, played right into his path. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Ouattara. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, good ball. Great chance! They've scored!
Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
¡Gol! Marcó en el minuto 19 el dorsal 13.
Madrid have broken through. It's 1-0.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Mohamed Salah did well to stay calm there.
Milan really have found that they're getting more space.
Mbappe! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Defending of the desperate variety. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's had it nicked away. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Now then, the ball's come loose. Has another goal! It's there! And they're at it again in double quick time.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
¡Gol!
And he's done it again. He's got his second.
El dorsal 13.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
That looks a good ball through. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Messi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. 30 minutes gone. Valverde. And it's Ribery. Ribery going face-to-face with his great rival. And he's gone looking for safety. Pedri.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive. The type...
And the finish! Oh, that is rather wayward. Menu. Van Dijk. Menu. Mbappe. Oh, that's well spotted. And it's Ribery. Ribery will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Messi. Pedri. Pedri! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Really was just waiting to pounce on any slip-up, and he was gifted a chance.
Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Oh, he's done well, great stop. He's got away with one there.
Well, I think the opposition was pretty sloppy in creating a problem for themselves then, but he was onto it so quickly and very nearly made them pay.
And that has been cleared. He is just caressing the ball. They've got to be quick to recover this. Pedri. Pedri has created one goal already. Carvajal calmly anticipates.
Habrá Habrá
Oh, he's found
2
support out
minutos de
wide.
descuento.
He's shifting through the gears here. He's got tall. In he goes again. It's in. Deep into first half stoppage time. A crucial goal.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
El dorsal 21.
This, and the whistle goes for half-time. So after a truly engaging first half, it remains right on edge. Things still very much in the mix in what is shaping up to be a super contest. 2-1 the score at the break, and every indication that both parties are capable of adding more. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it remains very delicately poised, and based on the promise we've seen through the first 45 minutes, I wouldn't be surprised if this takes another twist or two. It certainly would be in keeping.
Madrid leading by 1 in a finely poised game. It is intriguing to watch and could easily go either way. So off we go once more. Van Dijk. Carvajal. And it's Salah. Chooses to go crossfield. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Hernandez.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Valverde. Valverde takes control of it and he's on the move. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Nunez. Excellent challenge there. That could spell trouble. Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold. He's taking on the lot of them. Ball is over the line. More and more pressure on the ball here. Carvajal. Pedri. Mohamed Salah. And it's Salah. Carvajal. Mbappe being hunted in packs.
Well, he's profited handsomely already in this match, and at last their sense of danger has brought them to a possible solution.
La
Vitinha.
asistencia a este partido asciende a 72.306 espectadores.
Messi. Mbappe. The less said about that pass, the better. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And no, he's seen through all of that. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Mohamed Salah. Mbappe. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Now it's Messi. Alexander-Arnold. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Vitinha. Oh, super find. Now it's Messi. And he's managed to get free.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 8.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, he's looking for instructions, probably something along the lines of go make a nuisance of yourself.
Vitinha. 75 minutes played. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Now, Nunez! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Played out to the right. In once more. Messi! Loose ball now, and there's a chase. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And one more try. Now it's Messi. So what can they make of this? Menu. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Messi. Oh no, that was never going to make it.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Out to the right. Oh, that pass isn't the best. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again.
El dorsal 15.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Serán sustituidos por
Neuer clears.
el dorsal 17. Neymar. El dorsal 21. Se va a
Ribery.
realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Messi,
Habrá un
Menu.
minuto de descuento.
Vitinha. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Mbappe taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
This was all about tactics, Peter. A weakness in the central areas, both in defence and midfield, which is something we referred to before the game, and the manager was smart enough to make sure it was exploited.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
Recordamos a nuestros espectadores que no está permitido el consumo de bebidas alcohólicas dentro del estadio.